Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. It's time to continue with our season ticket baseball one and done tournament with the 1975 season set. Now, I'm putting the link to season ticket baseball in the description for this video. You can check it out. Clay has all sorts of printed sets. He's got PDFs going back to 1920. He's got great team sets. He's got everything you could want. Check that out. Season Ticket is a fantastic game. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'm having a great time with this one and done tournament. We're going to take a look at the Break It in just a minute. Do you have your Break It? Also in the description for this video will be the link to channel membership. Channel membership is a great value for you. You get access to members-only videos, you get discounts in the secondary store, and a free gift from me every month. All right, big game today. We have the number 10 seed New York Yankees at Veterans Stadium to take on the number 7 seed Philadelphia Phillies. This is going to be an interesting game. We also have, by 1975 standards, a pretty darn good pitching matchup. It's right-hander Doc Medich on the mound for the Yankees against lefty Steve Carlton for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, the Yankees got here by defeating the Astros in the first round, 5-3, and the Phillies had a first-round bye. So we'll take a look at the bracket, and then we will get to the starting lineups and roll some season ticket baseball. And I think this game is going to be a good one. Here we go. All right, we're going from the bottom up on our bracket here. Here is the Yankees at the Phillies. The winner of this game will advance to the third round, and they will play the winner of the Chicago Cubs at the Oakland A's. That is the next game coming up in our tournament. That'll be coming up soon on my channel. So today, Yankees and Phillies, and they will face the winner of that one faces off later against the A's and the Cubs winner. All right, so that's our Break It. And here's our starting lineups. For the visiting, New York Yankees, Bobby Bonds leads off in right field. Roy White bats second and left. Thurman Munson bats third, he'll catch. Greg Nettles bats fourth, he'll play third. Lou Piniella bats fifth, he's your DH. Chris Chambliss bats sixth, he's at first. Sandy Alomar bats seventh, he'll play second. Fred Stanley bats eighth, he's at short. And batting ninth and playing center field, it's Elliot Maddox. On the mound, Doc Medich. In 1975, he had 37 starts. He was 16-16 with 15 complete games and a 3.50 earned run average. Doc was a right-hander. All right, Gary Maddox leads off for the homestanding Phils. He'll be in center field. Dave Cash bats second at second base. Mike Schmidt bats third at third base. Greg Luzinski bats fourth in left field. Jay Johnstone bats fifth and right. Dick Allen bats sixth. He's going to be the DH today. Tommy Hutton bats seventh. He's going to play first base. Bob Boone bats eighth. He'll be the catcher. And Larry Boa bats ninth. He'll play short. On the mound, it's Steve Carlton. Not his most awesome year, but a pretty good one. He had 37 starts as well in 1975. He was 15-14 with 14 complete games and a 3.56 earned run average. And as befits his nickname, he was a left-hander. All right, Bobby Bonds steps in the batter's box, and we're ready to go in Philadelphia at the Vet on the carpet. Here we go, and that is going to be a base hit for Bobby Bonds to get things started. And we'll see what kind of hijinks Bill Verdon might have up his sleeve here in the early going. All right, Bonds at first. Roy White comes to the plate. The stretch by Carlton. And the delivery. There goes Bonds. And the hit and run is on. And that is goal. We didn't check our weather, did we? We got to check our weather. This is going to be deep to center field. And here's the vet. We're in April. This is a day game. We have a base temperature of 52 and a 10, so it'll be 62, and that's going to make no adjustment at all to deep drives. Nice warm day game. And let's see what happens here on the deep drive to center field for Roy White. His power number is a 6. And that is going to be a 21. And look at this. It's to center and deep. Back goes Gary Medich, warning track wall, and it's gone. And that's the kind of hit and run Bill Verdon loves. Roy White hits it over all the defenders, and it's 2-0 Yankees after 2 batters in the first inning. Here's Thurman Munson. Or should we say this is Billy? Billy took over in late 75. The windup and the delivery by Stewart in April, he didn't. So this would be Bill Verdon's. The delivery to Thurman Munson by Steve Carlton. And he struck him out on one of those lefty sliders. 1 down in the Yankee first. Now it's Nettles. Yankees with a big 2-run lead early. The pitch. And he strikes out Nettles. 2 down in the first. Sweet Lou Piniella strolls to the plate. As I throw dice all over the room. All right, here we go. The next delivery to Piniella. And this will be ball 4. He walks Piniella. The Yankees get a 2-out base runner, and Chris Chambliss comes to the plate. Yankees in 75, only 1 season removed from the World Series. Carlton the stretch and the delivery. He's having trouble early. This one is a deep to right. Chambliss' power number is a 4. And that will be a 15. Back goes, I almost said Bake McBride. Jay Johnstone to the track, to the wall, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and Chris Chambliss puts the Yankees up 4-0. But no, as it is, they get 2 on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Yankees 2, and the Phillies coming to bat. Maddox, Cash, and Schmidt. All against Doc Medich. The windup and the delivery. And that will be, look at this, drilled by Maddox, and it's going to be a bug on a rug. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Elliot Maddox has to go get it. Gary Maddox around second, heading to third. The relay is late. Gary Maddox in sliding with a triple, leading off the bottom of the first. Well, we might not have a pitcher's duel, but we're going to have a wild one here in Philly. Here's Cash. The infield is back. Medich winds and delivers. And this is hit to right field. That's Bobby Bonds. He's going to make the catch. Well, you know what? Let's figure it out. Bonds, of course, Bobby, that is, had a great throwing arm. His arm is a 6, so we're trying to beat a 16. And Maddox, yeah, they got to send him. Maddox is tagging. So Bobby Bonds makes the catch. Here comes Medich home, and the throw is going to be in time. They got him, I think. No, he's in there. Oh, home plate umpire Jose Feliciano calls him safe, and Verdon doesn't like the call. But it's 2-1 Yankees on a sac fly by Cash, and Mike Schmidt comes to the plate. The delivery is swung on by Schmidt and hit in the air to right. Bonds over by the foul line is going to make the catch for out number 2. The Bull steps up. Greg Luzinski. Johnstone would be next. The pitch. And he struck him out on a bender. That will retire the side, but the Phillies strike back with one of their own on one hit. We go to the second inning, and your score is the Yankees 2 and the Phillies 1. Steve Carlton's going to try and right the ship in inning number 2. Alomar, Stanley, and Medich coming up. The 7, 8, 9 batters in the Yankee order. The windup and the delivery. And this will be a rare play check. We have nobody on and nobody out. And this will be, we're not going to do a weather check, so it'll be a ground ball that is hit to Boa at short. Larry throws to Tommy Hutton for out number 1. Fred Stanley at the plate now. A beautiful 62-degree April day here in Philadelphia. The windup by Carlton and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. He made him look sick. That's Carlton's third strikeout and brings up Elliot Medich. 2 outs and nobody on. Lefty kicks and deals. And this will be drilled by Medich, and that's going to be a bug on a rug. It'll roll to the wall. Medich around second, heading to third. The relay coming from Cash is late. Medich in with a head-first slide. A 2-out triple brings up Bobby Bonds and a chance for the Yankees to get some insurance, or as they say in Bloomington, Illinois, insurance. The pitch from Carlton. And it's another rare play check. This will be a catcher fielding check. All right. And that's Bob Boone. We take the highest number. Ooh, that's going to be a 9. And that will be a swinging bunt in front of home plate. And Bob Boone launches one. A bad throw by Booney is going to score Medich, and it's going to send Bobby Bonds to second. A 2-base error on Boone makes it Yankees 3, Phillies 1, and they're looking for more. Bobby Bonds in scoring position. Here's Roy White. Carlton the stretch and the delivery to White. It is popped up in short left field. Larry Boa calling and taking for out number 3. In the Yankees second, they get an unearned run. But they'll take it nonetheless. On one hit, we go to the bottom of the second. It's New York 3 and Philadelphia 1. Johnstone, Allen, and Hutton coming up in the Philadelphia second. Doc Medich kicks and deals. And that will be a base hit to left field. Good start for the Phillies as Jay Johnstone takes Medich the other way. Dick Allen comes to the plate as the Yankee infield moves to double play depth. Medich the stretch, the delivery to Dick Allen. And that's going to be strike 3 swinging. Medich took him up the ladder on that one. 1 down in the Phillies second. Johnstone still at first. Here's Tommy Hutton. Medich, the stretch, the delivery. And Medich bounces a breaking pitch past Thurman Munson. It's a wild pitch that'll send Johnstone to second base. He's in scoring position now. And here's the next delivery to Hutton. And this will be deep to right. Hutton's power number is a 5. And that'll be a base hit for Tommy Hutton. He's going to take a big turnaround first. Johnstone is going to score. It's 3-2 Yankees. Hutton's going to hold on with a long single. Bob Boone comes to the plate. Yankee infield looking for a double play. Medich, the stretch, and the delivery. A little, well, let's see. This is Thurman Munson. Popped up. Thurman tosses aside the mask, and he'll make the catch back by the screen for out number 2. Hutton holds it first, and here's Larry Boa. Gary Maddox would be next. Medich, the stretch, and the delivery to Boa. And that's going to be deep for Boa. He's got power of 0 to center field. Elliot Maddox is not going to get there. It's going to drop for a base hit. Hutton going to third. And Boa holds on at first. There's Phillies at the corners now with 2 outs, and Maddox comes to the plate. We got a 3-2 game in the second. So much for the pitcher's duel that I was expecting. The stretch by Medich and the delivery to the Phillies center fielder. He draws a walk. Bases are loaded with Phillies, and that's going to get the Yankee bullpen going. You can't wait too long in a one-and-done tournament to get things started in that pen. So that will be Dick Tidrow. He starts to throw, the man they call Dirt. And now Dave Cash comes to the plate. Set the base runners for you. Hutton at third, Boa at second, and Maddox at first. Good speed on the bases. Medich, the stretch, and the delivery to Cash. And this could be trouble. This is going to be trouble. It's deep to center. Cash's power number is a 1. And that's going to be a 10, and that's going to be a base hit. That will score Hutton. It's going to score Boa. It's going to send Maddox to third. It's 4-3 Phillies in the second. Yikes. And Mike Schmidt coming to the plate. Still 2 outs. Medich looking to stop the bleeding right here. Greg Luzinski would be next. The stretch by Medich and the delivery. A little tap back to the doctor. He throws to Chris Chambliss, and the side is retired in the second. But in the second, the Phillies get 3 on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. They leave 2. We go to the third inning, and your score is Philadelphia 4, New York 3. Munson, Nettles, and Piniella coming up in the Yankee third inning. Steve Carlton now with a lead for the first time. All right, the windup and the delivery by Lefty. And that will be a walk to Munson. The potential tying run strolls down to first base, and Greg Nettles comes up. A double play target. The stretch by Carlton and the delivery. And that is going to be a base hit for Nettles. Around second goes Munson. He's going to third. The throw comes into second base. The Yankees at the corners with Piniella coming up. And now it's the Phillies' turn to get the bullpen going. Let's see. they're going to get Dick Ruthven started. A right-hander, of course. And Piniella will bat. The infield at double played up. The stretch by Carlton and the delivery. He struck him out, and he needed it right there. Strikeout number 4 for lefty. 1 down in the third, and Chris Chambliss comes to the plate. Chambliss 0 for 1. Carlton the stretch. The infield at double played up. The pitch to Chambliss. Hey, struck him out. 2 down in the Yankee third. Chance to get out of the mess, and here's Alomar. Stanley would be next. Carlton the stretch. The delivery to Sandy Alomar is ball 4. He walked him, and the bases are dripping with Yankees. Carlton's control troubles continue. He's walked 3 in 2 2/3 innings. Fred Stanley comes to the plate. He struck out in the second. Carlton, the stretch, checks all the base runners. The delivery to Fred Stanley is bounced to short. Boa gloves it. He's going to go the short way to Cash, covering second, and the side is retired. The Yankees get nothing and leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the third, and your score, Philadelphia 4, New York 3. Luzinski, Johnstone, and Allen coming up in the Philadelphia third. The windup and the delivery is going to be a little tap back to Doc Medich. He gloves it, takes a couple of steps toward Chambliss, and throws him the ball for out number 1. Jay Johnstone is up there now. He's 1 for 1. Medich deals to him. This is hit to Alomar at second, and it's off his glove into right field. Johnstone is aboard. Bobby Bonds retrieves it. Johnstone at first, and Dick Allen comes up with 1 man out. Double played up again for the Yankees. The stretch by Medich and the delivery. And that's going to be a drilled by Allen, and it's going to be trouble. It's going to get down into that left field corner. Roy White's got to go dig it out of there. Johnstone around second. He's going to stop at third. Allen gets to second with a 1-out double, and Tommy Hutton comes to the plate. Dick Tidrow starts to throw again in the Yankee bullpen, and Hutton with a chance to increase the Phillies' lead. Second and third, 1 man out, bottom of the third, Medich in trouble. The infield is going to play in at the corners. The pitch from the doctor. That is hit to right field. Bobby Bonds is under it. He is going to make the catch, and Jay Johnstone is tagging. He is a 4 on the base paths. Got to beat a 16 or equal a 16. The throw coming home from Bonds. They're trying for Johnstone at the plate. And they got him. Bobby Bonds throws out Jay Johnstone at home plate on a sacrifice fly attempt. And the Phillies are done in the third. Aggressive base running by Danny Ozark's crew, and it doesn't work. We go to the fourth. The Phillies still lead it. Your score is the Phillies 4 and the Yankees 3. Maddox, Bonds, and White coming up. Each pitcher, neither one, has their good stuff today, but they're battling. Never hurts when your defense makes a play either. Carlton winds and deals to Maddox. And that is another deep shot. Maddox power number is a 1. Let's see what happens here. That will be a base hit for Maddox. He's aboard, and there is the Yankees' potential tying run. second hit of the game for Medich. Bobby Bonds comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Carlton the stretch. Checks Medich the delivery. And he walked him. Another walk for Carlton. Danny Ozark nervously pacing in the Phillies dugout. And Dick Rufus gets throwing again for the Phillies in their bullpen. Roy White comes to the plate. A lot of options here with Roy White. The stretch by Carlton and the delivery, and White squares to bunt. And he gets it. He gets it down, and the bunt is a good one. Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt's arm is a 3. White's speed is a 4, so they're trying to equal or better 14. And they got him. So the bunt to Schmidt advances the base runners. Medich to third, Bonds to second. And Thurman Munson comes to the plate. Chance for the Yankees to take the lead. It's 4-3 in the fourth. They need Thurman to come through with a big base hit. Carlton the stretch and the delivery. And that's deep to center. Munson's power is a 6. And that's going to be caught at the wall by Gary Medich. Elliot Medich is tagging and coming home, and Bobby Bonds is going to try and go to third. All right, so we got Gary Medich in center. His arm is a 6. We're trying to equal or beat a 16. Bonds' speed is a 4. So they need 12 or better, and he does advance to third. Just barely under the tag from Mike Schmidt. We got a tie game at 4 in the fourth. Here's Greg Nettles. The go-ahead run 90 feet away now, but 2 outs for Carlton to try and get out of it. Piniella would be next, the pitch. This is hit to third. That's Mike Schmidt. Schmidt gloves it to his left, plants and throws to Tommy Hutton, and the Yankees are done in the fourth, but they do indeed tie the score on 1 base hit. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Yankees 4 and the Phillies 4. We got a good one. I expected a good one. I'm not pregnant. I expected a good one, but I didn't expect 4-4 in the fourth. Here's Boone, Boa, and Medich coming up for the Phillies. Medich deals. And that is hit to third. Gobbled up by Greg Nettles. He fires to Chambliss, and there's 1 away. Larry Boa steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Medich deals to him. And it is popped up, drifting into foul territory. Chris Chambliss over by the stands is going to make the catch for out number 2. Now it's Gary Medich. 1 for 1 with a walk. Cash would be next. Medich kicks and delivers. And that is hit to left. Medich's power number is a 3. And that is caught at the wall by Roy White for out number 3 in the fourth. My goodness, we've had everything. We go to the 5th inning, and your score is the Yankees 4 and the Phillies 4. All right, in the Yankee 5th, it's going to be Piniella, Chambliss, and Alomar. 5, 6, 7 coming up. And the delivery by Steve Carlton to get things going. And it's hit to center, but not deep. Gary Maddox coming in a couple steps. He's got it for out number 1. Chris Chambliss comes up. He's 0 for 2. The pitch by Carlton is going to be hit to left. Dying Quail. Here comes Greg Luzinski, and the bull rumbles over to make the catch for out number 2. Sandy Alomar is 0 for 1. The pitch by Carlton. He walked him. Another walk for lefty. And let's see if they've got plans for Sandy Alomar. Carlton has now walked 5 batters. 5 batters. And, well, let's see what they might want to do here with Alomar. The thing about Carlton is he does hold runners well. So they got to beat a 17. 16, he might get the jump. Let's see. He does get the jump. All right. So Sandy Alomar is going to try and steal a base with 2 outs here. Bob Boone's throwing arm is a 6, so they're trying to beat a 16. And Alomar is off and running. Stanley takes the pitch, and the throwdown is... I had to take off my socks and shoes, but he steals second. And so it's a 2-out stolen base for Alomar. He's in scoring position. That's the go-ahead run, and here's Fred Stanley. Maddox would be next. Carlton, the stretch, the delivery to the Yankees shortstop. And it's hit to third. Schmidt gloves it. He throws to Hutton, and the Yankees are done in the 5th. Well, we're halfway through this one, and we've decided nothing. Your score is New York 4 and Philadelphia 4. All right, Cash is going to lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. The Phillies have come back from a 2-0 deficit and then a 3-1 deficit to take the lead in the 2nd. 4-3, and then the Yankees caught up in the 4th. We're all tied at 4. Medich kicks and delivers to the Phillies' second baseman. And that is bounced to short. Fred Stanley charges and throws on the run for out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Mike Schmidt comes to the plate now. And Greg Luzinski waits on deck. Medich deals. And he strikes out Schmidt. Look at the string Medich has going. He's got 6 in a row now. He has had a shaky start to the ball game, but he's recovered in the last few innings to kind of control that Philly lineup. Here is Luzinski, 0 for 2. Medich deals. And that is hit on the ground to third. Nettles gloves it, fires to Chambliss, and the Phillies are done in the 5th. So we go to inning number 6, and we are all tied up at 4. Elliott Maddox, Bobby Bonds, and Roy White will be the batters in the New York 6th inning. Steve Carlton starting to feel it a little bit out there. The delivery to Maddox, and that is going to be a rare play check. And that'll be a ground ball hit to Larry Boa. Boa's up with it and fires to Tommy Hutton for out number 1. Now it's Bonds. Bobby's 1 for 2. The windup in the delivery from Carlton is going to be deep and to left. Bonds' power is a 9. Did he get it? That's the question. And it's to left and deep. Back goes Luzinski, and he crashes into the wall, but holds on to make the catch. Oh, Bonds made a bid for a long one, but Luzinski caught it. And now Roy White comes to the plate. Carlton deals. And that will be a chance for Bob Boone. And it's ball 4. He couldn't frame that pitch. So Carlton walks another man. It'll bring up Munson. And if he hits a gapper, maybe the Yankees can take the lead. Carlton the stretch, the pitch to Thurman Munson. And Munson strikes out on a Carlton fastball. He humped up on that one. Strikeout number 6 for lefty. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We're still even at 4. These two teams pretty evenly matched. Doc Medich will face Johnstone, Allen, and Hutton in the Phillies 6th. The windup by Medich and the delivery is hit to center. That's Elliot Maddox. And he will make the catch for out number 1. Maddox wasn't always a great hitter, but he could play the field. Allen up at the plate, 1 for 2. The pitch by Medich is swung on by Dick Allen, and that's hit to left. Allen's power is a 6. Did he get it? A lot of people making bids for that outfield fence, and it's gone. Dick Allen takes Medich out of here into the left field bleacher area, and it's 5-4 Phillies. Dick Tidrow starts to throw again in the Yankee bullpen, and Tommy Hutton comes to the plate. Medich winds and deals. Hutton rips one. It's off Chambliss's glove, rolling toward Sandy Alomar. He's got no play. It's a base hit for Hutton. 1 on with 1 out for the Phillies, and here's Bob Boone. Medich the stretch, and the pitch to Booney is a base hit to center field. Stopping at second will be Hutton. There's 2 on for Philadelphia now, and here's Boa. Getting near the end for Doc Medich if he doesn't control the game here a little bit. 2 are on with 1 out. Infield at double play depth. Medich the stretch, the pitch to Larry Boa. That is hit to center. Another chance for Elliot Maddox. And he will make the catch. Runners are going to hold, and Maddox, Gary Maddox, comes to the plate. 1 for 2. 2 down. Phillies looking for insurance. Medich the stretch and the delivery. And that will be a base hit for Maddox, and that's going to bring home some insurance. Hutton scores. Boa around second. He's going to third. It's 6-4 Phillies, and that's going to do it. Here comes Bill Verdon. He wants Dick Tidrow, and he wants him right now. So we'll tell you about Medich's day. He had a rough start, 4 runs allowed in the first 2 innings, but in the end, he gave up 11 base hits. And he walked 1. He struck out 3. He allowed 6 runs so far. They're all earned, and Maddox and Boone on base are still his responsibility. Here's Dick Tidrow. 1975, 37 games, 6-3 with a 3.12 ERA and 5 saves. He's in to face Dave Cash. The stretch by Tidrow and the delivery with Schmidt on deck. 2 outs. And that is a little tap back to Tidrow. He tosses it to Chambliss at first, and the Phillies are done in the 6th, but they take the lead with a couple of runs. On 4 hits, they leave 2. We go to the 7th, and your score, Philadelphia 6 and New York 4. Carlton now has a lead to protect, and the Phillies bullpen is going. Dick Ruffin is no longer warming up. It is instead Gene Garber and Tug McGraw, lefty-righty double-barreled action for manager Danny Ozark. Carlton in the 7th will face Nettles, Piniella, and Chambliss. The wind and the delivery by lefty is a base hit for Nettles to center field. A leadoff single off the left-hander's second hit today for Nettles, and it brings up Piniella. Might be Carlton's last hitter here. The stretch by lefty and the delivery to Piniella. That is hit to third. Schmidt gloves it, knocks it down, picks it up, puts it in a bucket of water, gets it out of there, throws it to Tommy Hutton, and they get Piniella at first as Nettles moves to second. Chris Chambliss now at the plate. Every time there's a base runner now for the Yankees, the tying run comes to the plate. Chambliss 0 for 3, Alomar on deck. Carlton, the stretch and the pitch. And that is hit to Cash at second. Dave to his left gloves it and throws to Hutton for out number 2. Advancing to third is Nettles. And there's 2 away with Alomar coming to the plate. Fred Stanley is in the on-deck circle. He would be next. The stretch or the windup here by Carlton and the delivery home. And we'll have another rare play check. This is a 5-0-4 with a runner on third and 2 outs. Batter strikes out swinging, but the pitch bounces away from Bob Boone. Got to challenge Boone's arm. All right. So it's Alomar running. His speed is a 6. Boone's arm, got to be a good one. It's a 6, so they're trying to equal or beat a 16. And they don't. Boone fires down to first. It's a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. So 7 strikeouts now for lefty. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch them out in Philadelphia with your score. The Phillies 6 and the Yankees 4. All right, Schmidt, Luzinski, and Johnstone coming up in the Yankees 7th, or in the Phillies 7th inning, excuse me. Sparky Lyle is throwing in the Yankee bullpen, and alongside him is Dave Pagan. All right. Tidrow out there now, though, facing Schmidt. The delivery. And that is deep to left. Schmidt's power is a 9. No surprise there. Let's see if he got it. And that's going to be caught at the wall by Roy White. Nice play by Roy. Schmidt put a charge into that one, but didn't quite get it. Now Luzinski. Tidrow deals. And he strikes out the ball. 3 up and 3 down for Tidrow so far. And now Johnstone 2 for 3. The delivery. That is going to be off of Tidrow's glove, and it's going to bounce into center field. Elliot Maddox collects it and gets it back in, and that'll bring up Dick Allen with 2 outs and a man on first. The stretch by Tidrow, the pitch to Allen. And it's swung on and hit to left. Over by the foul line is Roy White. He's got it for out number 3. Tidrow finishes off the Phillies in the 7th. We go to the 8th, getting late for the Yankees. Your score is Philadelphia 6 and New York 4. To lead off the 8th inning, outfielder Walt Williams, no neck, is going to bat for Fred Stanley, and Stanley ends his day 0 for 3. Williams will lead it off. Elliot Maddox is in the on-deck circle, and he'll be followed by Bobby Bonds. 8-9-1 spots coming for the Yankees. Carlton still out there. Danny Ozark must figure every out he can get out of lefty at this point is a bonus. McGraw and Garber are ready in the Philly bullpen. And here we go. And he walks Walt Williams. And here he comes out of the dugout. Danny Ozark wants the baseball, and he wants Gene Garber. So, Steve Carlton does not have Cy Young stuff today, but he did get the job done. He leaves with a 2-run cushion. In 7+ innings, Carlton allows 6 runs. He surrendered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases on balls, struck out 7, allowed 4 runs. 3 are earned. He's in line for the victory if the Phillies bullpen can get the job done here. Garber, in 1975, was in 71 games. He was 10-12 with a 14-save season, a 3.60 ERA, and 110 innings. And he's on to face center fielder Elliot Maddox. The stretch by Garber. He checks Williams at first and the delivery home. That's hit in the air to left. Luzinski in a few steps, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Bobby Bonds up there now. Tying run at the plate, 1 for 3. Roy White on deck. Garber the stretch. He whirls and deals. Hey, struck him out on a changeup. A dead fish changeup to Bobby Bonds. There's 2 down. The Phillies are 4 outs away from advancing to round 3. Here's Roy White, 1 for 2. Garber the stretch, the delivery. He walks Roy White. 2 are on now. That puts the go-ahead run at the plate in the person of Thurman Munson. The stretch by Garber. He checks the base runners, and the delivery home is hit to third, gobbled up by Schmidt. He's going to go the short way to cash, and the Yankees are done in the 8th. They get a couple base runners, but can't do much. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and your score is Philadelphia 6 and New York 4. We're going to have a new Yankees shortstop, and it's going to be the veteran Ed Brinkman. And he will take over and bat in the 8th spot in the lineup. In the 8th inning for the Phillies, we're going to get a new pitcher, and that's going to be Sparky Lyle. No point in saving him for the 9th. Sparky Lyle is on in the bottom of the 8th. Tidrow goes 1 1/3 innings. He allows a hit and strikes out a man. Lyle, 49 games in 1975. He was 5-7 with 6 saves and a 3.12 earned run average. 89 innings of work. All right, he's going to face Hutton because Danny Ozark wants to leave the glove man in at first base. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lyle winds and deals to the 2 for 3 Tommy Hutton. And that is going to be popped up. Calling for it is Sandy Alomar, and he's got it for out number 1. Bob Boone up there now. Booney is 1 for 3. Lyle deals. And that is going to be a ball 4. 1 on with 1 out for the Phillies. Here's Boa. Lyle the stretch. The pitch to the Phillies shortstop. That is a ground ball to third. Knocked down by Nettles. Picks it up. Fires to Chambliss. And that will advance Boone to second. 2 outs, and Gary Maddox comes to the plate. 6-4 Phillies. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Lyle the stretch, the delivery to Medich. This is hit to center. Elliott Maddox is going to be there and make the play for out number 3. So Lyle works a scoreless 8th. We go to the 9th, and your score is Philadelphia 6 and New York 4. We're going to get a new Phillies pitcher, and it's going to be the Tugger, Tug McGraw, to try and close things out here and advance the Phillies to round number 3. Garber pitched 1 inning. He allowed a walk and struck out a man. And that is it for Gino. All right, now it's McGraw. McGraw in 1975, 56 games, a 9-6 record with 14 saves and a .298 earned run average. He's going to face Nettles, Piniella, and Chambliss, lefty, righty, lefty. And McGraw winds and deals to the Yankee third baseman. That is a ground ball hit to Dave Cash. He gobbles it up and throws to Tommy Hutton for 1 out in the 9th. Here's Lou Piniella. Pinella's 0 for 3. McGraw deals to him. And this will be hit to Cash one more time. He throws to Tommy Hutton, and the side is down to their last out. Chris Chambliss, the last chance saloon for the Yankees in this one. Sandy Alomar would be next. McGraw kicks and deals. Chambliss bounces it to short. Boa charges, throws on the run, and the Phillies win it in advance to round number 3. Let's give you the totals on this one. Good ball game. For the homestanding and victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 6 runs, 12 base hits, and they committed one error. The Yankees, 4 runs, 6 base hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher is Steve Carlton. He's 1-0 in the tournament. The save goes to Tug McGraw, his first. The loss to Doc Medich, 0-1, and the Yankees are eliminated. Let's take a look at the bracket. We got to look at the bracket. So the Phillies advance. The score, 6-4. And they await the winner of the Oakland A's hosting the Chicago Cubs in our next game on the channel. Starting pitcher to be announced for the Phillies in round number 3 might be Tom Underwood, might be Jim Lonborg. We'll have to see how that shakes out, who advances here. But the Phillies advance to round number 3, and we'll see how that shakes out in just a few days. But for now, the Phillies take this one, a good ball game at the Vet in Philadelphia. Your final, the Phillies 6 and the Yankees 4. The Phillies move on, the Yankees go home. Have a great evening, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to check out Season Ticket Baseball. The link is in the description for this video. Have a great evening. So long, everybody.